I said, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo! Here on a lovely Tuesday.
It's Tuesday today.
Isn't that weird? We're recording on a Tuesday. It doesn't make a bloody difference in your world.
Nope, doesn't make a difference to the listener.
Whoever that is, like one of them.
Yeah, listener.
All one of
listener.
them. Yeah.
No, as I said that.
Doesn't make it. The single listener. How are you, Martin?
I'm good. How
Dave's just making a cup of tea. I'm fine, mate. I love my life. I love you and I love all my friends.
You know, I thought it was quite rude that Dave said, I'm making a cup of tea first. Then didn't offer either one of us one.
I didn't want one anyway. I would have said no.
I would have said no, because I've got a bottle of soda.
Bottle of soda?
Yep. Didn't come up very well.
Didn't it?
No.
You need to have it playing through the thing. You know what I mean? Anyway.
What we'll do is eventually, it's like we'll build it up so that eventually we'll all have to sit with headphones on so we can play sound effects and we can all hear the sound effects.
Ah, there you go. Very cool. Thank you.
But then, but it's like we need to invest in it first.
It's good corporate, don't do it. Anyway. What's your Twitter name?
That said 963.
Mine's at the King McDade. Not like it matters that
No.
anyone that lives and listens to this podcast
Who
doesn't
doesn't
follow
already
us.
follow us.
Doesn't follow.
The only one that people might be following is at Dave_StillDave.
I think everyone follows him. Biggest follower account on Twitter.
Yeah. Hashtag Tribez.
I was thinking of... I didn't even realise.
Oh, I'm a bastard, aren't I?
Which one? Is it actually a pen at all?
No.
It's just shocked me.
Yeah, I gave Paddy a pen and a bit of paper just before we started there, and I said, "Hey, have that." And he went, "What's that for?" And I said to write bits down as we're going. And he went, "All right, I'll write some notes down while we're going." It's actually one of those joke pens that when you tried to click it, you just missed it, Dad.
What?
I just got Paddy a cracker.
A pen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I get tingly hands in that all the time. I've got really bad wrists, so that happens all the time. I just thought it was my hand.
All right.
I didn't think I got shocked. And then you laughed because you knew something was going on.
Yeah, thanks for that.
You two were in on it. I should leave now.
No, he didn't know.
I've seen the pen before.
Oh.
I don't know how because I only got it last Tuesday.
Not in your.
Not
I've
in
seen the pen.
the pen. The one, the
It's the exact same one wherever you go.
Okay.
I've seen it in an advert.
It's a James Bond pen.
Yeah.
I don't know why you just undone that.
Because I don't like the knot in it. It's just like.
There's another
It's to
James
keep
Bond film.
it's to keep the cable tidy.
Yeah. Well.
There's another James Bond film coming out soon.
Yep. But M's dead, so.
But
Yeah. What are they calling it?
I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, it was one word.
And now I can't remember.
But I know that there's a wrestler who's the main villain.
Yeah.
Batista or something. He's the main villain in it. And he's
Hulk
huge.
Hogan.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan's in everything.
Oh no, he won't be in it though because he won't remember his lines.
He's not in Help by the Beatles. Or Hard Day's Night.
That's
I can't remember what it's
Dave's
called now.
Dave's
Anyway.
wisdom.
Anyway, we've introduced you already, Dave, even though
Yeah.
you weren't here.
Yeah.
If you want to do it yourself as well, you can do.
No, I don't need to.
Okay.
I'm famous. Everybody knows me.
You're just saying that you got your biggest follow account on Twitter ever.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, that's loads. More than Kim K.
Yeah. Kim K's only got like.
I don't know how many I've got actually. I've not looked on there for ages.
You might have
Since I put that rant up about people not dipping their headlights at night
Oh.
and not adjusting them properly.
Let's have a look at that then.
Does that annoy you, does it, Dave?
Of course it does, yeah.
It annoys him because he gets blinded. He's like, "Oh, I can't fucking see." It's like,
He does have a
Well, it's,
you know,
it's
I get,
fair point. Do you know what I mean? You
get
don't
the
want to go
point.
off the road.
I get the point, but it's like you don't need to fucking shout scream about it. You know what I mean?
Well, I do, yeah, because I like to rant, as you know.
Yeah, I know you do.
rage is real.
Well, I've got 3 notifications on Twitter.
Oh, great. Big famous guy. isn't
No, I've not been on it in fucking ages.
it? So you've got 3.
Yeah. I wasn't like, oh, I've got 3. It's like, oh shit, I've got 3.
I'm good.
Just like, it hasn't told me that I've
More
got
than
3
I've
until
got,
I've went
mate.
on it.
He's like, oh shit, it's only 3.
It's not,
Yeah.
oh shit, it's only 3. It's a case of, oh shit, where did they come from?
But they're all like, someone retweeted your retweet or something.
Where'd you get the gloves?
Pound World.
Why did you have gloves on?
Because my hands are cold.
Oh, really?
It was the case of 5 people following me with 2 notifications, and one of the people that followed me sent me a picture for something going on at the zombie hut.
Crazy story, huh?
Did you find the weird noise that I left on one of this?
You know what? You couldn't even hear it.
You couldn't.
No. And I said, because that was the one that I had to spend ages editing
Oh, okay.
because we kept saying Gagan's famous word. So I had to sit and listen to the whole thing and edit it, which was a pain in the arse.
I can't remember what I'd done now, but
You made a
I
noise.
made
And
some
you went,
little-
"You'll have fun editing that," and I went, "What?"
I made some little noise and then I started laughing to myself. And he went, "What are you laughing at?" And I went, "Nothing. You'll have fun trying to find it later."
You know what? I listened to it. It's like you can't even hear him making any form of
I
noise.
can't remember what it was now.
You obviously made a noise, and the microphone cable had gone again.
Yeah, possibly.
And it's like you're just making a noise.
Maybe.
You were making a noise. And it was like I was watching. It was like I was listening back to it. And all it is just like us talking, then you start laughing. You just have fun editing that, Martin.
Well.
Yeah.
Martin, how has your day been today?
Uh,
On Tuesday.
Yeah, my Tuesday's been alright.
What have you done?
Been at work, come home, started watching Star Wars Episode 6.
No,
You rang me,
You told me to be here for 4:30 and I was.
Yep.
On the dot.
wasn't paying attention to the time, and was watching...
Sounded like you were annoyed at me for showing up at the right time.
No, I wasn't annoyed.
Is that the Empire Strikes Back?
Yes.
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back's number 5. Dave's got 26 followers.
Wow.
Cool.
6.
6 people following me.
Yeah. He's following 21 though.
Yeah, but some of them are celebrities,
Have you got
like
more?
Stephen Fry.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's have a
Um,
look who he's following.
Mostly comedians.
Adam Hills. I'm
Yeah.
not following
I
him.
think John Cleese is one. Can't remember. Matt Lucas.
I'm slightly disappointed that I was the second person you followed. Right? I wouldn't mind, but the first person you followed was James Corden.
Yeah.
Why did you follow him?
I used to think he was funny. He used to be funny, but
Following the Dalai Lama.
there's nothing wrong with that.
That's brilliant. The Dalai Lama's on Twitter.
Yeah, I follow him as well, I think.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
He went into McDonald's and said, "Make me one with everything." Just had to get that in there. Somebody mentioned the Dalai Lama. You've got to tell that joke if somebody mentions the Dalai Lama.
He followed my granddad. You know, I'm not following him.
Why not?
I don't know.
Doesn't like him.
Follow him now. It's like I don't like following people that don't use Twitter. It's like you're a wasted follow.
You're a waste of time.
It's like yeah, you are.
What, you're not allowed so many follows?
No, it's not that.
How's it wasted then, you douche?
Because it's like if you never tweet, what's the point of me following you?
That's like saying, "Oh, you made me breathe then. I didn't have to."
Dickhead.
It is true, Martin. Doesn't matter how many people you follow.
Dave's tweeted 3 things, right? Dave's got 3 tweets.
Right.
2 of them retweets of me.
Must be.
present time. I deleted all my tribes ones, most of.
Trebez.
Tree bears.
Tribez. I do think that's what it was, Tribez. Tribez, I'm playing Tribez.
We had this conversation a while ago,
Right.
and I'm going to confuse the people on Twitter right now. And just put #Tribez.
I won't confuse anyone because no one will care.
I looked at it and go, what the fuck's he on about?
I put stuff on Twitter that no one understands all the time.
Yeah, I know, I've read some of it.
CIA report details brutal post 9/11 interrogation. Doesn't even make sense. Oh, okay.
Now it does.
Let's say it differently. CIA report details brutal. Okay. Apparently they were brutal to people. Interrogations of terror suspects.
Hello.
How can you-
Hello, it's the CIA. Have you watched any movie about the CIA?
Yeah.
Every single one has somebody beating somebody up for information.
That's the thing. If someone's blown somebody up, how brutal can you beat them and be all right? Like, I don't understand. Like, it can be all right anyway. You know what I mean?
What are you saying? Like, where do you stop?
Yeah. Where do you stop if someone's murdered loads of people?
Well, technically, you shouldn't start, should you? Really?
You shouldn't start interrogating them. If they have information about.
Well, there's
someone else's
different.
murder
There's a
of people-
there's a different style of interrogation now.
Yeah.
It's
Did you
more
do
on.
it? No. Okay, see you later.
Yeah, it is more chatting,
Yeah.
and they don't tend to send like the good cop, bad cop in.
Yeah.
One of them gets brutal with you, and the other one's like, I can help you, I can stop him if you want, but give me some information. That's the good cop, bad cop. What they do now is they send in a psychologist to have a psychological evaluation of you,
Right.
and then he realizes what kind of makes you tick,
Right. Okay.
and they get to you that way, and they can sweeten you up with things, and then all of a sudden you'll be eating out their hands.
Yeah.
I mean, giving them all the information that they need.
You're laughing at mine.
Funny Facebook names.
Gonna expand.
There's an account on Twitter now called Funny Facebook Names, right? And
Oh yeah, I've seen those. That's so funny.
one of them is the caption says, "My anaconda don't want none unless," and there's a picture of a woman, and then her name is, "You got buns," and then in brackets it says "Han," so it says, "You got buns, hun."
I don't think Dave's ever heard that song in his life.
Right, and then the next one's
You're going to have to put a Gagan word in there,
why?
because when you started that sentence, what time is it? What time is it on the?
What? I didn't. What?
Yeah, what time is it on the
I don't
podcast?
care. What?
So that you can check back
Why?
at this precise moment, and then you'll know exactly where the word
It's fine.
is.
I know it's early on. I'll just
And then you'll
I'll
listen.
just listen back for this conversation.
Right. Okay.
Did you even say it?
Yeah.
Did I?
Oh,
Accidentally.
what? I don't know.
And then there's one directly underneath that caption is "You're insecure." Then there's a picture of a black man whose name is Donald Nawaffle. So it says, "You're insecure, don't know what for." Everybody want to steal Mag Earl.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Mag Owl. That's the funniest one.
Oh, I love it.
Everyone wants to steal Mag Owl. Who's Mag Owl? That's so funny.
Some bird on Facebook.
I know that boy. It's nearly Christmas.
Yeah.
Is the Christmas theme tune going to open this as well?
There's
Yeah.
only 2 more Fridays before Christmas.
I'm
Unless
so
you're
excited.
watching this, listening to this on Dave, in which case Christmas that we're talking about was about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Dave's now dead.
That's not very nice.
In 30 years' time?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm only 50.
Exactly. You'll be 80.
I'm going to live past my 80s.
Bullshit.
I am.
Yeah, that's what you think.
Isn't the average closer to 80 than it's ever been now? The
It
average
is, yeah.
lifespan.
It is higher than it's ever been.
Everyone's an aging population.
We're not Asian.
Hey,
You think they're Chinese people.
Dave, you're so witty.
Politically incorrect.
That's incorrect.
How was that incorrect?
No, it wasn't. It's just
Right.
Just you sound it. Yeah.
When Gagan's not here, you're our source of politically incorrectness.
Cool.
So yeah.
Well, someone's got to be in there.
So I try and steer away from it as much as possible, but I also dip my toe in from time to time.
It's like me. It's like
Oh, matron.
I know where the line is. I like to dance across the line and piss people off by stepping over it every now and then.
No, you just jump over the line, sprint away. You often say things that are.
Oh yeah, I do that as well. But for most of the time, I like to just dance along the line, just so that people go, "Oh, hang on a minute, you're getting a bit close now." Oh yeah, I fucking know.
Great. Thanks for letting me know.
Yep.
What's the catchphrase, Martin? Wow. Do you remember? You had a
It's
catchphrase.
me. It's the big PAD.
That's pretty close. I like it.
That's a new one then.
That was when you weren't here.
That's when you weren't here last week.
I was post hangover lovely. I was in a great mood. And I was buzzing. I kept the podcast going because Martin Gagan were like falling asleep.
Were they really?
No.
Because I wasn't here.
Yeah. It's because the excitement had drained out of it because of Daffyd Still. He's gone.
We were quite happy because she wasn't here.
No, that's
Why they
nice.
were sleeping. They were trying to sleep together.
Yeah, in your bed
Yeah,
without
right.
skin.
Without a skin.
That's just stopped me dead in my tracks. I don't even know. I don't even know. This is.
How do we leave from me and Gay having gay sex in Dave's bed?
I don't think we do.
I was with a cow on Tuesday. And then again, I was with her again on Friday.
What?
We're talking about gay sex. I was with a cow Tuesday.
Yeah, I heard that.
Quite a
And on
few,
Friday.
quite a few dirty cows.
I thought you only work in the farm once.
Twice, Tuesday and Friday.
Oh, cool.
The,
Dave.
the vet, when he came back on Friday, Tuesday we had to set up the barrier for them to go round and get caught in the crush, and then the vet shave a little bit of their neck and then give them
Probably
the jab.
should explain why you're now working on a farm.
I'm not now working on farm. It was just two days.
Well, we probably should now explain
Well,
because
it's with agency.
right. But the last time they were like, "Oh yeah, we've got a new job," you know.
Well, they're twats, aren't they? They never even told me why they didn't want me back.
Yeah.
Wankers.
Yeah.
So I hope they fucking fall in shit up to their neck, but upside down.
Yeah. The worst form of punishment. I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't choose to have that happen.
I think the worst form of punishment would be to have your balls attacked by a cat, right? Scratched to fuck, and then fall bollock first into a massive vat of vinegar.
Has anybody seen Immortals?
No.
No.
Well, I can't remember the lead actor, but one of the main protagonist is Mickey Rourke,
Oh yeah.
and he plays a really nasty guy.
Right.
And it's kind of set around like Greek gods, Helios and
Right.
Zeus and that. But they're not allowed to interfere. Zeus has made a law that none of the gods are allowed to interfere with the affairs of man
Okay.
unless the Titans have been released.
Right.
There's a bit in the film where one guy, he wants to be part of Mickey Rourke's crew, right?
Mhm.
And they're like really nasty bastards. They're going around looting and pillaging and killing people in all these
Luton. Luton's a nice place.
in all these all these little villages.
That was a Dave joke.
It's quite
There
sharp.
was one.
It's quite sharp. Like that one.
No, I hate Luton. Shout out to Luton.
But he was
Lubin.
Luton.
he was part of one of the little
Relegated last
he was part of one of the little towns that these bad guys had been to,
Mhm.
and he kind of like goes turncoat, and he gets brought before Mickey Rooney and
You mean Mickey Rourke?
Mickey Rourke, yeah, not Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Wilkins.
About football teams.
Oh yeah. Subliminal.
Yeah. Well, it must have been hanging in the air because I wasn't here then.
No, we just said Lubin and
Lubin. It was our favourite football team on
Lubin,
FIFA 13.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a Polish
Or 14.
14.
Or was it
I
14?
don't know. We just like
Well,
it.
he gets one
I
of
don't
his
even think there was a game.
he gets one of his minions who has been bad to him,
Mhm.
and he gets two of his guards to hold him down, and one of the other guards gets a big massive hammer, like it's bigger than a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
It's a bit like the hammer off Resident Evil. The bad guy's got. Is it Resident Evil or is it? What's the other one? Silent Hill.
Oh, like,
What you're
It's a
thinking
big
of
motherfucking
is
hammer
the
anyway.
executioner who's got a massive fucking blade.
Right.
Is that-
Well, it's Silent Hill then. There's a big hammer.
it's
No,
Pyramid Head.
that's a giant
got a-
fucking sword.
No, there's a big hammer. There's a giant hammer
He's got
in one of the
he's got a
games.
pyramid for a head, and he's got a.
and a
not
big
even
massive
pyramid,
hammer.
Isn't like a
No,
big
it's not. It's a sword.
Somebody's got a big massive hammer anyway.
Thor.
Yeah, yeah, because he's a bad guy.
He's a bad guy now.
What he does is he gets him to spread his legs, and then this guy just whacks his nuts with a hammer,
Yeah, fucker.
just to teach him some loyalty. I think
So
he might have been raping some of the women, and he shouldn't have.
Oh, okay.
Before Mickey Rourke had a chance to.
Right.
I can't remember exactly how it happened, but
Mickey Rourke, you know how he used to be into boxing? He used to do boxing. He had
Yeah.
another fight, and he's like nearly 70, and he had another boxing match, which was illegally staged recently, and it was fixed as well. he staged it as like a real boxing match, and he's against this like 18-year-old guy.
Was it raucous? Get it, raucous.
Yeah, and the guy took 2 falls in the fight. One of them was like a punch in the ribs, and he just fell out and pretended he was knocked out for like 8 seconds. Stood back up, and then he got punched in the back because Mickey Rourke missed his face, and then he went down, and then they counted to 10, and then he didn't get back up. The guy was Mickey Rourke's in good shape for a.
He's good shape for his age.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I mean, but
I don't think he should do boxing. Bob was at work, Martin.
Was he?
Told you. Just texted me saying he was at work.
Yeah, I bet he was at work.
Probably. Cunt.
You dick. Fuck's sake.
You don't even have to do it. It doesn't matter.
No, I do have to do it.
good evening, Mr. Gagan.
Nice of you to pop in.
I didn't even know he was here.
He's just in and out, wasn't he? Cunt.
Fuck off.
Oh, it's so good to hear from him from time to time.
You pair of cunts.
Well, he's already in it anyway because that bit about the anaconda, Martin made a mistake.
Didn't say it then.
You said, what you should have said was the anaconda can't, but you said the
I didn't
anaconda.
say.
He said don't.
I said don't.
You said the anaconda.
No, I don't.
Well, just listen back
No,
to it.
don't.
We'll see.
No, I don't.
Okay, well, if you haven't, then you haven't, and I apologise. Then my ears have heard wrong.
Yeah, I have.
Anyway.
But when you listen back to it and you hear it, then you can come and apologise to me if I'm right.
No.
Because I've already apologised to you if I'm wrong.
No.
It won't matter anyway because I'll get loads of Twitter followers just tweeting on my page.
Dave, you were right, mate.
You were right, Dave. Hashtag cunt.
You know what I might actually just do? I might, because like the Gagan saying was a bit rubbish. I might get him in to record him just saying the word,
Oh yeah, good one.
just
That's
so
a good idea.
just so it sounds a bit different.
Yeah, so you can get like multiple recordings of it, just
Yeah.
stick different ones in there. Just get him saying it like really like prolonged, like I'm not gonna say the end of the word, so you don't. There you go. I've been playing a lot of Super Smash Brothers on my 3DS
Well,
recently.
You could do it. Hang on a minute. Sorry, just going back to that Gagan thing. You could do it like stage direction. Get him to do it. Get him to do it in different emotions.
Yeah.
Give me some feeling. Now do it like your child's just been kidnapped, and like the only course of action you've got is Liam Neeson's got to get him back.
To be fair, right?
Can't.
Why do you torture me, sir?
Sorry.
It's me that's got to sit and edit this.
If only you could control F and just replace all.
Oh, no, that'd be so much easier.
Technology will get there one day, won't it?
Yeah.
One day.
It'll be able to recognise certain words.
But not today.
Anyway, playing Super Smash Brothers, and as much as I've lacked to play the Legend of Zelda series, I have played a few games. Ganondorf is my favourite character on it because he's a brute.
Oh yeah, he is a brute.
He's huge.
Sure is.
But he's... I always thought he was a bit of a pussy.
Gay. He's got like a gay gait about him.
That's
You
probably
know
'cause
what,
he's
Dad? People
back
can't
then.
hear you when you've not got your microphone close to you.
This is quite a loud microphone, Martin, and it's going up just as high as yours is.
No, it's not.
It's actually higher than yours.
It's because it's picking up off of mine.
Anyway, that's probably it. Probably was supposed to be a bit like homosexual because it was
Camp.
Yeah, camp. Because back in the 90s, it was probably less acceptable. When in the 80s when it first came out.
Let's make him look
To be fair,
camp because then
Ganon
people
and
won't like
Ganondorf
him.
are very different. I don't think Ganondorf actually came into it until 90.
Oh, okay. Well, Ganondorf.
I could be wrong. I'm probably going to get a load of angry.
To the
Ganondorf is one of my
N64.
favourite things ever.
I'm sure it was.
My favourite characters. Favorite bad guy out of any game is probably Ganondorf.
I'm not sure because I can't remember. I don't know if I played the original on the Game Boy to the death.
Hmm.
I don't know if I completed it.
should really play more stuff like that. Like, I should play more F-Zero. Have you ever seen F-Zero? It's Captain Falcon.
No.
Falcon Punch. We've never heard of that.
I've heard of Falcon Punch, but I always thought that was Street Fighter.
No, that's Captain... Jesus Christ. That's
Captain Jesus Christ.
Captain Jesus Christ Martin.
Yeah.
But Captain Falcon off F-Zero. And Samus off of...
What's F-Zero?
It's a racing game.
I thought it was a racing game, yeah.
It's like a future... It's like Wipeout, but... on Nintendo.
Right, yeah. I used to love the Wipeout games. They were
They were
ace.
some of my favourites as well. I had them on PS1.
Yep, PS1.
That's sick. I had a
It was the best game, a racing game, of its time, I reckon.
I don't know. I played Gran Turismo 2 at the death as well, and that's one of my favourite games.
See, I couldn't get the hang of that. That was like the steering on it was just all wrong for me.
I suppose.
I don't like driving games.
I was only like 5, so I don't know.
So I'm not keen on them now. I've got, I think, is it Forza I've got upstairs?
I don't know. I don't.
I went into the game shop up the town
Mm-hmm.
in the big Oasis car park. What was it? Was it Blockbuster?
Yeah, I think so.
It was either that or Game Station.
No, the big one
Yeah.
in the car park. It wasn't Game Station.
It was Game Station, then it became Blockbuster.
Was it?
It wasn't
Yes.
Game Station.
Yes, it was.
I'm
no,
saying
not Game
that's
Station.
not
Choices.
It was Choices.
Still adamant that you're right all the time, aren't you?
And he's usually wrong,
Yeah, I found that as well.
as that has just been proven. It wasn't Game Station. It was Game Station. Actually, it was Choices.
Choices is quite good.
Well, when Blockbuster was shutting down, I went in and they were selling all these games off cheap,
Yeah.
all the ex-rentals.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked on the counter because I'd gone and bought one off the shelf that was in a box. I took the box to the counter, and then on the counter there was like a shoebox with loads of games that didn't have cases. They were
Right.
just stacked in there, and I thought they were in the little plastic sleeves.
Yeah.
I thought, wonder how much these are. Maybe they've got the cases behind the counter. I said, how much are these? He said, this is what cracked me up. It was, what was it? £2 each,
All right.
or 10 for a £5. And I thought, what? How does that work? That's not even like close maths. Do you know what I mean?
And for a £5.
Yeah. So I thought, right. So I looked through and I got 10, and I think one of them was a driving game.
Hmm.
I got Batman Arkham Asylum.
Yep.
Is that the one I got?
Oh, I've seen videos of that on the internet. It
Was
looks
it
quite
Arkham
good.
Asylum or Arkham City?
It's Arkham City.
I've seen videos of both of them.
Yeah, it's Arkham City because you're
Yeah.
not actually in the asylum, are you?
Well, you are, but
Not for any length of time. You might.
you spend quite a lot of time at the end of it in the asylum.
For God's sake. Doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it does.
Look at you two,
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumber right here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lick this pole. Does it taste like ice cream?
Any games you've played on your newly refurbished Xbox, Martin?
Batman Arkham.
No,
What is it?
it's. Oh yeah, it's Arkham Origin. Sorry.
No. Oh yeah, it's Arkham.
Fuck off, right? Because it's like it's got nothing to do with Arkham at the minute, where I am.
I played Lego
It's
Batman.
just Gotham.
Lego Batman
It's not.
was
It's Arkham.
so good.
That place is Arkham.
The whole
the
place
place
is-
that you're in.
It's Gotham.
Yes, but it's a little district called Arkham.
Not in the game that I'm playing. It's all just Gotham. It hasn't been turned into Arkham yet.
Right. Well, that's why it's called Arkham Origins.
Exactly. So it hasn't been turned into Arkham yet, which is why I said nope.
Nope.
Don't argue with me, bitch. You've only seen me play the game for 10 minutes.
Lego Batman was sick. Underrated game.
You know what? I love the Lego games.
So do I.
I've
Lego
got-
Star
I've-
Wars.
It's like I've got Indiana Jones upstairs.
I never played that.
I've got Star Wars. I think I've got both trilogies
Lego Star Wars was so good.
because they've done the two trilogies together,
Yeah.
didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, separately, but they've done the trilogies together.
You can get a game with all of them on it.
Mm.
What was the one I used to watch you playing? Was it a Bionicle game?
Yeah, I've got that.
I played Lego Star Wars, Lego Batman. There was another one I played as well. Probably like some mad stuff. There's a new Lego game and it's like it's got I think it's Lego Superman.
Lego Star Wars Episode 7.
Probably. They have Lego Harry Potter as well.
Yeah, I've played some of them. They're not that bad.
Practically every movie.
It's just advertising. There's a Lego movie out now, and it's just
Yeah.
a movie of advertising for Lego. That's it. Big advertisement. Just
good
toys are dying out.
It's a good movie, though.
Lego will soon change from making Legos to just making video games and movies. via Lego.
They make too much money off of their Lego sales.
Yeah, but eventually, when modern technology gets all that, I reckon it'll stop.
Well, once people get a 3D printer,
Yeah.
they won't need to buy any more Lego. They just print it themselves.
And the 3DS, when you put the 3D on, sometimes it looks proper weird,
Yeah.
and it makes you feel sick.
I noticed that because when my nephew was down, he's got a 3DS.
Yeah.
He had to put a password in to put the 3D on.
Really?
Yeah. His parents had put a password on it.
Yeah, that's because they reckon that it can affect your eyesight if you're too young.
Yeah.
You have to be over a certain age before, so your eyes are properly developed.
Yeah.
And I think at his age, he's only 7, wasn't he?
I should bring the DS round and you can have a go on there.
It was like, I had to go on the 3D on his one.
I meant on the,
Oh, it was wicked, wasn't it? Because
Yeah.
you can talk into it and then play it backwards,
Yeah, you can.
and then you listen to it backwards and then learn it backwards, and then say it backwards into this machine,
Yeah.
and then play that backwards, and you hear it forwards, and it's
Yeah, no, I've got that bit. I've got that thing on it as well. It's
As,
so
as you can tell, Dave's easily entertained.
I thought it was funny.
I forgot
it's
I could do
clever.
that. I might go home and do that.
It was because Regan said something, and I didn't understand what he'd said, and I thought he was talking in a foreign language, and I went, "That's cool. He's talking. What language is that?" And he went, "Granddad, I'm talking backwards." And I'm like, "What?" So then he said it into his DS and then reversed it, and it came out Regan as a poop. Which I thought was hilarious.
That's mad.
Yep.
They did it on Top Gear as well, didn't they?
Probably.
They done some sort of anti-gravity stunt, and they just done it backwards and they played it forwards. And they had to say look out, but they had to say it backwards. It was like "Tua cool," and it's so funny. I just prefer watching it backwards and listening to it backwards because I'm easily amused as well.
I watched KSI reacts to teens reacting to KSI.
Oh yeah, that is funny.
That is funny.
What's KSI?
KSI is a bloke on the internet. He does. It started off as like a gamer's kind of blog, but he's not like your typical nerdy gamer. He's like Paddy,
It's not like me.
except he gets a lot more angry at these things.
I'm a calm and collected guy until it comes to mostly things that mine does.
Yeah. But the guy, he's fucking hilarious.
I get quite annoyed at the games sometimes.
Yeah, I've noticed at that time that I was sat down here watching the TV.
I started shouting at it.
No.
You fucking twat!
No, you were upstairs playing. I'm pretty sure it was God of War, and I kept hearing it's like every 4 minutes or so. I just hear you make like a growl. Right, he's just died in his game, or he keeps falling off a ledge or some shit. And I keep
That's
hearing
when
this
it, like-
noise, right? And then eventually, right, I'm just sat, and it hadn't happened for a while, so I assumed you were fighting a boss, and you were getting really pissed off with it. And I hadn't heard it for a while, so I thought, alright, he's beat the boss. Next thing I know, all I could hear from your room was what sounded like a small elephant running across the floor because it was being chased by a bloody cheetah. And then you growled again. I went, Jesus Christ.
So he had a little prayer.
He was obviously sitting there playing it with his feet up on his bed. And he got so pissed off that he just got mad with his feet. Smacking his feet off the bed like, "Grrr!"
I don't know what the angriest I've ever been in a game is. I remember when you played FIFA at mine and that guy kept sweaty goaling you. He kept scoring sweaty goals against you and you were getting
Don't even
properly
get
annoyed.
don't even get me started with that.
You're getting properly annoyed at
Fucking
him.
sweaty bastard.
His brother gets really, well, used to, I don't know if he's still, I've not seen him in ages, but when we used to
You're
play
right.
on my PS, and before that as well, when we had Mega Drive,
Mhm.
you get little fighting games, and I had Mortal Kombat for PS1,
Right.
Mortal Kombat.
and it was a pretty good game. Right? Oh no, it wasn't Mortal Kombat, was it? What was it? Shaq Fu That's what it was.
Fuck's that?
Do you remember it? Shaq
No, I
Fu.
don't remember.
No.
Shaquille O'Neal was a basketball player, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they brought this little game out where he was the main character. And it was just like Street Fighter,
Right.
right? Or Mortal Kombat, one of the, a mixture of the both, where he's actually going around fighting, but he's got his own style of fighting. It's called Shaq Fu,
Right.
Shaquille O'Neal. And there was a couple of moves on it that I had learned, obviously, when the kids were in bed. And then the next day when we were playing on it and that, I'd go this like character and like play as Shaq Fu. And there was characters from other games, I'm sure there was like Scorpion and Raiden and other
Right,
characters.
Yeah.
And Ryu as well, I think, from Street Fighter. I can't remember though. I'm sure someone will tweet and tell us who the characters were.
I'm sure
You're
they won't.
expecting too much of them.
Now, there'll be some nerdy out there who knows exactly what I'm on about, and every single character, and the
Yeah.
hidden character.
Yeah, but unfortunately they're not listening to our podcast.
But, yeah, Andrew used to get really annoyed, because I would do the same move and just defeat him,
Yeah.
and knock him out, and he'd get so upset. You're cheating, you're doing the same move every time. Like, Andrew, it's not cheating, it's just doing the move.
I tell you who gets
I said, and
really-
whenever you learn a move, you do exactly the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
You keep doing that. It's like when he was on Street Fighter, the only move he could do was that one with Hondo,
E-Honda,
Yeah.
Fat
where
Sumo.
he puts his
Oh, yeah.
arms out in front and his hands are claws.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, oh yeah, whatever it is he says. He could do that, and that's all he could do.
Right.
So obviously that keeps you at a distance when he does
Yeah.
that. I used to get annoyed at that.
I can imagine. Gagan is one for getting really, really angry at games. He
Oh,
gets
yes.
so annoyed. I just relish in games that I can beat him at, because I remember he loves Street Fighter. He used to play it all the time.
How does he feel about chess?
Oh, I don't know. He got really annoyed. He got even more annoyed at that because it was an unfair victory. But I don't take anything. But he was playing Street Fighter once at my house, and
It only ever happened once.
he brought it round because I don't have it, and I don't really play it. And I know a few of the characters' moves in that, and I think I went as like Sagat or something, some mad guy.
I always go with Blanca.
Well, the big-
wheel.
That's the
maybe.
baldy Russian, isn't it, Sagat?
Yeah.
Not Russian. Was he Russian?
I don't know. I don't. I thought M. Bison probably went as, because I love M. Bison.
Bison's a Russian.
And I went as him, and I think Gagan probably went as like Seth or something, some OP character. And he was just doing all these mad stuff like Hadoukens and all the special moves, and I was just punching him, and I beat him, and he was like so annoyed. If it wasn't my controller, I bet he would have chucked it across the room. And I beat him at Dragon Ball Z and everything, and I always beat him. I'm not really that good at games, but whenever it seems to come up against him, I always beat him. And Bob always beats me.
Mm. But Bob never beats Gagan.
Bob can't beat Gagan. Martin never plays COD because he's not any good.
Yeah, that's a game I couldn't get on with. I can't aim quick enough, do you know what I mean?
No, I can't. I'm not good.
You know
at
what you
it
need to do, Dad? Turn the sensitivity up.
I've tried that as well, but then I overcompensate.
Yeah, I did as well.
You need to get it at a nice little kind of medium.
Well, it's easy saying that, do you know what I mean? But you've got to get it where your finger stops when you want it to stop.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't. Mine's still moving. And
Yeah.
I'm shooting like 8 feet past their ear or something like that.
No,
I'm alright on the sniper rifles because I can take my time with that. You're covered.
Yeah. COD's a fast-paced game.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It's not like war. Just people running around with SMGs and knifing you from across the map.
Like that time I threw a throwing knife across Rust.
Oh, and hit Tom Howden.
That was fucking brilliant.
It was his birthday the other day. My
Yeah.
birthday, Tom Howden.
Yeah.
Don't know how old he is, about 8.
Inches.
Do you guys still see Jordan?
No.
If he's fell out?
No.
If they did, do you think Martin would be like, yeah, I hate him on air?
No, but you could have. I mean, you'd have to say why, but
For God's sake. Alright, personal issues aside.
no, it's just that I was on Facebook earlier on, and Jordan still got a picture of
Yeah, I know.
himself and you.
With the dick in the box.
Yeah.
From his birthday
God,
from 3 years ago.
Still got that picture. So I'm just wondering,
That was disgusting.
does he ever go on Facebook anymore?
I don't know.
Because you'd think if he'd fell out with you, he would have changed his profile picture years ago. Or was he just leaving it up to torment you?
Well, I never see him on Facebook, so it wouldn't torment me.
Great. Anyway,
Aye.
Ebola. Again.
Ebola.
No, Ferguson this week.
Fergie.
Have you seen that? All that stuff that's happening in America. We probably spoke about it quite a lot last week as well.
What?
Ferguson?
Yeah.
Sir Alec
The
Ferguson?
riots. No, not Sir Alec Ferguson. He hasn't rioted recently.
I don't know. Rooney's done some crazy shit with, you know
His
what I mean?
hair. Anyway, I meant like all the corrupt policemen in America.
All right, yeah.
Like all the racist policemen in America
Yeah.
as well. You see that? Have you seen that video?
I've seen it, yeah.
The video of the guy getting
It's
choked
quite
out?
harrowing, yeah.
It's really
I've seen a video
affecting me,
earlier,
actually.
and it was a black guy,
What I
and,
can't...
and he had a not a sniper rifle, but like an automatic rifle.
Mm-hmm.
And this detective guy was like saying, "Put it on the floor. I'm going to shoot you between your eyes."
Mm-hmm.
Or not quite that serious. Like, put it down, or I will shoot.
Yeah.
And as he's putting it down, the detective shoots him,
Really?
and like people are going mad about it. But it's
Right.
like the video was saying, watch the video, then read the rest of the caption. So you watch the video, and obviously it's like, put the gun down.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the guy going to put the gun down,
Mm-hmm.
and then the detective shoots him. Then some guy comes out from behind the back, obviously another detective. And then it's like you read the thing, and it's like you watch it again, and you realise that as he's putting that down, he was pulling a handgun out of his pocket.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
And that's just how the media influences it.
So it's like you watch it once, you don't see it, but you watch it the second time, you see
Yeah.
that he's actually pulling a handgun.
Yeah, it's because people have a tendency to look for the worst in the thing that they want to see the worst in, which is,
Yeah.
at the moment, they don't want to see the police doing anything good.
Yeah.
And anybody who's just looks like they might just be, oh, it's just a sports gun,
Yeah.
they're going to be thinking, oh, well, he's doing nothing wrong. They're keeping their eye on the cop.
Yeah.
They're not really looking. It's like, I don't know if you've seen that video that they show you about the people passing the ball to each other and how many times it hits the floor.
There's a gorilla in the background.
And there's actually a gorilla walks right through the middle of the set,
Yeah.
right? But not many people spot that. 90% of the people that watch it don't spot that gorilla first time round because
Yeah.
they're concentrating too
1 in
much
10.
on the first thing that you tell them, which is count how many times the ball hits the floor.
Yeah.
So you're so intent on trying to count how many times, but you don't see it.
I'm a 1 in 10 then. 'Cause
Yeah, I've seen it. Do you know what I mean?
It
is-
wasn't the how many times did it pass the ball. It was how many times did these, how many different lunch boxes can you see here? It was on Brainiac. And a gorilla walked in, he stood there, he waved, and then he walked off. And it was like, afterwards I thought,
random.
why the fuck was there a gorilla there? And then it's like Richard Hammond came on, like, did you notice the gorilla? And I was like, yes. No,
But see, there'd be a lot of people at home going like, no, don't be silly, what gorilla? And then when he, obviously they do the little thing where it looks like they're rewinding it, and then they show it again and the gorilla walks through, your brain says, no chance, that wasn't there first time round.
Then you rewind it yourself.
Then you rewind it yourself and then you see it was, and you're like, oh my god. Oh my god.
Yep.
Because I had it, do you know what I mean? When I was a manual handling trainer, it was all about hazard perception and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
concentration. If you're concentrating too much, you can miss other things, so you've got to be aware of your whole surroundings. And there was a girl in the class who just refused to believe that gorilla was there the first time round. Because obviously it's like, because it's on a slideshow thing, you show the video and then you talk about it, you say how many times.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's even a smaller percentage of people who actually get the right amount of times that the ball's bounced
Yeah.
and spot the gorilla.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Because usually when you see the gorilla coming on, that's like, what that? And you lose track.
Yeah. What do they actually want you to see, though? Do they actually want you to count it, or do they actually want you to see the gorilla?
They don't want either. They're not bothered about either. It's just about
Yeah.
your perception. When it's like the age-old thing. They done an experiment, and it was about people who witnessed an accident. They set up this, not so much an accident, it was an incident, right, where a guy had come into a shop to rob a shop. Now, it was all set up. The shopkeeper was in on it. The person who was in the shop was in on it. There was only one person who wasn't, and that was the person who came in to buy something.
Right.
And when that one person came in, there was then an actor came in to hold up the shop. And then when the police arrived, these two people that were in the shop, one of them was the actor who was pretending to be a shopper, one was a real life shopper.
Mm-hmm.
They went, they were talking about the incident afterwards,
Mm-hmm.
and this actor shopper
Yeah.
was feeding this person lines, and this person was going, "Oh yeah, that's right, yeah," and it was like, yeah, and the guy had a gun. The guy had a gun, and he pointed it at the shopkeeper's head. That's right, yeah, he did, yeah.
Really?
But when they rewound the video and showed you everything that happened, the guy didn't have a gun. He pulled out, I think it was
Mobile
one of
phone.
them. No, I think it was one of them vape puffers things.
Really?
He pulled out one of them and held it like a wand. He didn't point it like a gun.
Yeah.
He held it like a wand in his hand, as shaking it as if he was about to like puff on it, but pointing it up like that. And then he pointed that at the shopkeeper.
Right.
Give me all the money now. And his clothes, he was wearing blue jeans, a white t-shirt, and a black jacket.
Right.
And this fake shopper had changed it round to wearing black trousers and a red t-shirt and a blue jacket.
Really?
And this real life shopper
Mm-hmm.
was actually going, not all of them, not every single one of them, but they were saying the biggest majority of people, like 65% of people,
Yeah.
have false memories.
Yeah.
And it can happen in anything. You get a false memory. Someone else will mention something and you'll think you've seen that.
Yeah. I get deja vu with that all the time, and I can never remember where it's from.
I think deja vu is slightly different thing to this, but
Mm.
this is like people planting memories into your head.
It's like Darren Brown.
Yeah, basically, you've seen the stuff that he gets up to, man.
You seen that thing where he made that woman go about in Harrods?
I don't think I've seen
And
that
she
one.
had to choose a toy in her head, or she had to think of a word in her head or something when she was finished out of Harrods, and it was just like a giraffe, and there wasn't a giraffe in there or something. I can't remember what he was doing. He's mad. He always has these subliminal messages.
Yeah, it's
Really
cool.
cool.
I like Darren Brown. It's good. It's
Yeah, I
wicked
think
how he
he's
does
good
it.
as well. I haven't seen much of him lately, actually.
I like that one where he tricks some guy into thinking he's landing a plane.
Oh yeah, that was mad.
Oh, have you seen that
Hero, something
one
like
where
it.
he's tricks that guy to thinking that there's a zombie apocalypse?
Yeah, that as well. Yeah.
That one's one of my favourite ones.
I only caught the ending of that, but it's like obviously I knew basically what was going on. It's like seeing the adverts for it on TV.
Yeah.
So I watched it and I thought, oh, that was good.
Do you know what would be good for your head, man? Because you'd be thinking, no, zombies aren't real.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it happens, you'd be like, what? I'm in a game.
Yeah, I just
I'm in a film.
It'd be so surreal.
I just faint or something. I haven't got the capacity for that. Yeah, I don't know how much I watched of it. I think I might have watched like they had like 3 episodes of it, didn't they, or something?
I think it was three
And I
shows
think I watched the last one, maybe the last
over
2.
3 nights or 3 weeks. I can't remember.
And they had to move up north, even though the guy's from south or something.
Mm.
They had to like go all the way up north, and he had to make a decision. He had to either run and leave the camp and potentially get eaten alive, obviously, and save this girl, or stay in the camp, and leave this girl to die.
That's yeah.
And he done that. And he went and saved.
He went and saved her.
And then Darren Brown was like, you turned off and went, "Hey,
Well done, kiddo.
you can go home now if you want."
Yeah.
I don't know how they done it, man. It's crazy. They have those zombie apocalypse shopping malls as well, don't they?
Yeah.
On like Halloween and stuff. Or maybe just some days they have it.
Just random ones. No one knows what's going on.
Yeah, and it's like obviously after it shuts at night, and they just have loads of people dressed up as zombies. And if you get caught by a zombie, you have to dress up as a zombie. And it's that.
Can you imagine that?
It's freaky.
You've got to go up to the top floor and get changed. Oh, you bastard!
It's mad. It's like it basically is just hide and seek, but dressed up as zombies. So it's a zombie apocalypse.
Hide and seek in a shopping mall. Are the shops open?
I think everything's open. Yeah, I think everything's like nothing's closed off. But you can't buy anything obviously because there's no one in there. And it's being monitored. So you can't
Just like go into a shop and get dressed up.
I think they give.
Stand in the shop window.
I think they give the humans Nerf guns. So you can
Oh,
just
did you
shoot-
see that video?
Shoot them in the head.
It was this guy's birthday, and it's like his birthday's really close to Halloween, or it's on Halloween or whatever.
Mm.
And him and his mate had gone out, and his missus had planned, and obviously she told his mate. His
Mhm.
missus had planned because he's dead into his zombies and that.
Yeah.
But when he comes back, there's obviously like a Halloween party, but before the party, he's got to kill all the zombies in his house.
Really?
It's fucking brilliant. It's like I would love it if someone done that. And it's like the two of them have got like it's like Nerf guns,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like there's a note. It's like poking out the bin, and his mate's got the camera on his phone or whatever, like walking behind him. And he goes, "Oh, look, there's a note in the bin." He starts reading it. What you got the camera out for? He's like reading the note. So read it out. He reads it out loud. Oh, I'm stuck upstairs in the cupboard. There's zombies all over the place. Come and save me. There's two like Nerf guns behind the bin, and they go in. Oh, it was the best like 12 minutes of my life just watching these guys going around his house and shooting all his mates dressed up as zombies. Because they proper go for it as well. It's like all of his mates and his girlfriend's mates are like they proper go for it. It's brilliant.
Should do that for you one year, Martin.
You know, I'd love that zombie apocalypse birthday party.
Everyone fantasizes about a zombie apocalypse, and I don't really get it. I just want to be at home.
I don't fantasize about it at all.
Everyone's like, "Oh, I know what I'd do in a zombie apocalypse," but I probably would just let them kill me. I don't care. I don't know. Survival
No,
instinct might kick. It might
Exactly.
Your survival instinct would kick in.
Fight or flight.
kick in. Yeah.
You would either run like fuck
I know where
and
I'd
not
go.
stop until your trousers had filled up with diarrhea.
I know exactly where I'd be going.
I remember there was.
Would you go to the station?
No,
Where'd you
think-
go?
I would go up to Lodge Farm and steal the bus.
Oh yeah, you've told me that before.
Yeah, fuck you all. And go down to the range and kill it out.
What if the range was full of zombies?
Well, then I'd fuck them up.
Be a lot of people down there, you know, so
Yeah.
it'd be quite possible that they'd all be zombies.
Yeah. Well, on the way down to the bus, I'd go to the range, pick up some shit.
Man, how much secrets do you think the American government are hiding from us?
2.
2.
Yeah.
Just 2.
Just to,
2.
What do you think they are?
don't know this.
Man on the moon.
You think they didn't happen? Or do you think there's been more? Or less?
I think there's been more.
Maybe.
I think their moon secret is
Mm.
they've got there and it really is cheese. And they don't want us to know. So
There's a
they've
lot
got
of-
they've got the global market on cheese.
Yeah.
I
Quite
don't think
oil.
they have though, because quite a lot of companies make cheese.
Yeah, but not moon cheese.
Not the size of the moon. There probably has been more cheese than the moon.
This is why they're trying to get rid of all the cows.
How are they trying to get rid of all the cows?
Yeah, BSE.
What?
BSE. Bovine TB.
BSE and bovine TB.
Yeah.
Two different things.
Exactly.
Right.
Two different diseases.
Right, okay. I
They tried to wipe out-
thought you were getting at that BSE was bovine TB.
No. They tried to wipe out the cows the first time with BSE.
What's BSE?
Bovine spongiform encephalopathy. Encephalopathy.
What the hell's that?
Mad cow disease.
Right. Why didn't you just say that?
Because it's BSE.
Fuck's sake.
Mark's gonna have mad cow disease soon.
I'm gonna fucking smack him with mad cow disease in a minute.
I fought bigger than you to get into a fight, kiddo.
What?
I fought bigger than you to get into a fight.
There you go.
Unfortunately, you didn't win.
But anyway, I was listening to this. I listened to a few podcasts, and this guy had a guest on, and he was
Was it Gagan?
yeah, it was Gagan. He was
Cunt.
yeah. He was an expert on like, I can't think of the word, but it's like Bigfoot, Nessie, chupacabras, all that kind of stuff. He's an expert on all those mythical creatures, and he was on about aliens as well. And he was like, the government are keeping so many secrets that.
Is this the guy that went actually to Loch Ness to try and debunk all the ones,
I'm not sure.
all the sightings?
Well, all the sightings. I don't know about all the sightings.
A lot of them have been debunked.
Yeah. Well,
And he explained some of them as seals,
yeah.
because there's seals in the loch.
Man, how crazy would it be after all these years if that actually was? If Nessie just was like, "You're right. I'm here, by the way."
Yeah, it just also
Magically learn to talk.
Yeah.
No, it could talk the whole time. It's like it knew English. English is where
Would it not speak Scottish?
no,
Gaelic?
no. speaks the Queen's English, and it's actually where the English language came from. Was the Loch Ness monster?
Great stuff.
Wouldn't that be freaky? Hello. Just popped up to say I'm not liking what
What do you
you've
think is
done
the
with
most-
my language.
What do you think is the most likely to be real? Like Bigfoot, Nessie,
Aliens.
Birdman? What?
Aliens
Yeah.
is
aliens.
most likely, I think.
Well, I think that's what I said a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it? It's either we are alone or we're not, and both possibilities are equally as scary.
Mm.
I think that was Carl Sagan said that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I quoted someone. I thought it was some science guy.
Yeah, Carl Sagan was one of the big science guys of the 70s.
Said the science kid was. Quite
He wrote. He's wrote a few. Wrote a few books, proper novels.
The science kid. Hey, there's Sid.
great.
He's wrote a few proper novels, like like Arthur C. Clarke wrote 2001: Space Odyssey and
Yeah.
2010: Space Odyssey and 2030: Space Odyssey as well.
I was amazed at that.
Did you know that?
No.
2030 was another one, or was it 3010?
Don't
Can't
know.
remember. I'm sure there's 3 in the series anyway. But Carl Sagan, yeah, he was a big astrophysicist in the 70s. Going on about stars, like
He's lost a bit of weight now, though.
Professor Brian Cox does now. Talking about the stars and whether we're alone and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and the
I'd love
planets.
for some aliens to come along one day. Be
I
obviously.
think it will happen
You think?
eventually. But
But it's also a question of whether we're the most advanced.
well, that's the thing. They might be far more advanced than we are, and have a look at us and think, God, these primitive people are still fighting with each other.
Yeah.
So I mean, and until we stop fighting with each other, we might be alone in the galaxy.
That's the thing.
We might
about-
be left alone in the galaxy
Yeah.
until we can learn to live with ourselves.
Yeah.
But then the thing is, because this planet isn't solely inhabited by just humans, you know, we've got animals and whatever, and they're never.
Yeah, but
gonna
surely,
no, but
if
they're never going to
aliens-
stop.
if aliens
fine.
were on their own planet, they wouldn't be only. It wouldn't be only that.
No, I
species
get
that were on
that,
the
but it's
planet.
like they might look at this planet and go, you know, that lions are the dominant race, or
They wouldn't say. No,
or,
they, no.
or cats in general. They might go, oh, no, cats. That's the dominant species of that planet.
But surely they'd know.
They might say cockroaches,
They might say cockroaches.
because there's far more cockroaches and beetles than anything else on this planet.
They might say the chickens are the dominant race, and come down and start talking to
And they
the
might land
chickens.
on New Zealand and be like, "There's loads of sheep here."
I think if there's an alien race which can fly around the galaxy and visit planets, they'll fucking know which is the dominant species on a planet.
Maybe not.
They're not going to turn up here and go, oh yeah, it's got to be the chickens. Do you know what I mean? They're letting them people eat them.
Mm.
How clever are they?
You know, there's 3 chickens for every human on Earth. 21 billion chickens.
Well deserved for
And counting.
Yeah.
and uncounting. Because how many are killed every day? Must be 21 billion.
Not necessarily.
Loads of eggs and that. I'd love it. No one ever considers that there might be aliens out there that are less developed than us as well. No one ever considers that.
In answer to the question which came first, the chicken or the egg,
The egg.
obviously it was the egg.
Because no one said if it was a dinosaur egg or not.
Well, chickens came from dinosaurs, and dinosaurs laid eggs, so therefore the egg came first.
I find the whole idea of chickens coming from T-Rexes. I love that. The fact that the T-Rex
Not
kind of
actually
devolved
T-Rexes.
so much into a chicken.
Do you know the ones that chased the scientists around inside the compound on Jurassic Park?
You mean a velociraptor?
The velociraptors. That's where birds come from. Raptors.
But
T-Rex is not a raptor.
Yeah, no, it's not. Which is why I said I like the idea of a chicken coming from a T-Rex.
If you look at the,
How far are we in?
it's
About an hour.
5 to 6. If you look at the Hoatzin bird,
I'm
About
not-
an hour.
Oh, okay. I can go soon. Don't worry.
if you look at the Hoatzin bird,
I don't know what that
I think it's in South America. I can't remember.
I've never been there.
Well, you can see it on telly. Do you know what I mean? There's a new thing.
There's nothing on the telly.
There's a new thing now. It's called
TV's off.
wildlife programs. The Hoatzin bird, when it's young, when it's very, very young, like a chick before it gets feathers, it's got claws on its elbow joints of its wings,
Right.
so that it helps it climb up the branches.
Mm-hmm.
But as it gets older, it loses them claws.
Like a pterodactyl.
Yeah, because, well, that's if you look at a pterodactyl, you see a pterodactyl has
Claws on its elbow.
claws on its elbows.
Which is why I said like a pterodactyl. You know what? You know what I don't get right is that
Sex very often.
Home run.
I'm saying nothing.
Target practice. Right.
Somebody
you
get
later,
a fire extinguisher. He just got burned.
See you later, boys. I've got to go.
All right, Pad.
If you just want to carry on without me.
No, not really.
Right, okay.
I don't like this.
At the King McDade.
That's
On
his
Twitter,
nice
that's
story.
me.
And me. Everybody knows me.
What's your outro for this week, Martin? Your leaving statement.
Oh shit! I haven't even thought about it this week.
I'm going to make chili.